Welcome back to another video. I'm very excited. I am back at my main base, just gathering some materials for a special project. I can't get through my trapdoor. What are the materials? Well, they're in my inventory right here. I'm probably going to need more than this, but there are rails, powered rails, and levers. Are we working on the server rail system? No, we are not. We are heading back to the jungle base because I have thought of an idea, and no, I still don't know what to do with the first floor of my main house. Haven't figured that out yet. But I do have a different idea. In the last video I made about the jungle base, I was talking about how I added villagers to the basement, and how I was looking for a third kind of loop thing. And I was over here, because this is a nice, large jungle edge area. You can kind of see. And I was like, maybe I could do something here. I was kind of thinking of ideas. And then I saw those trees over there. And I was like, huh, that kind of looks interesting. And then when we fly over, I don't know, something about this to me when we land. Look at this view. Something about this just strikes me. It just looks so cool. It's just a few super tall jungle ones and then jungle trees, and then you have a lot of bamboo out the back here. But just this view itself looks super cool. And so what I was thinking is, what if we connected the basement of my jungle house, because there's a third wall that wasn't being used. What if we made an underground tunnel and made a minecart track that could travel up to here, and then you would get off and you'd come up, and then we'd do something here. So either maybe tree chopping or bamboo chopping or something like that, just to simultaneously have something to do here, adding in that third loop, but also getting to enjoy this really cool scenery, in my opinion. So that's why I went and got these materials. Now, the other thing I want to think about is, so we're at 420 by negative 420 by 780. And we'll go ahead and put the Y level. And the reason why we're going to put the Y level is, I mean, A, it's up a little higher, but also as we go down here, we have to think, because we're going to be crossing this river here, and I need to know how deep this river is, and I can fill in a little bit. So this is 56, 56 river level. And then we're going to keep going through here. And we're going to head back to the base because now I need to get the position of my base. Now the one thing with this is that, well, I guess there's two things. The first thing is when we get down into the basement, you're going to see a problem, quote unquote problem. This is the wall that this should probably go out of, because you're thinking you're going to go west and then head south. Like you're going to do this. You're going to do like an L, essentially. Now, it's not a big deal, but that storage is going to have to get moved to this wall. That's going to be like the first thing we do with this. But then the other thing is line it up with the middle here. So it's like -3, is this? Yes. So it's -374 by 544. And you can see I'm currently at 60. The river's height is 56. So, and then there's going to be like a height, because you're going to be traveling along a minecart. So it's going to have to go down a little bit and then rise quite a bit. But I don't think that'll be too much of a problem. So I'll take those calculations. I'll figure out how many rails I need and that kind of thing. Other thing I need to think about, two things. The area that we're talking about is not in this map. Let me actually go ahead and grab a map. Go ahead and purchase one off you. Gosh, that bamboo's really bugging me. But what could need to happen is that we're going to have to move the map so that it's up like this. Then we put that one there, that one there. Just do this. And you know what? That doesn't look too bad. The thing that I was concerned about, or like was a little worried about, was I liked how this was like dead center on the map. But if that area that's over here shows up well on the map down at the bottom there, then I don't think I'll be too worried. But we're gonna need to fly over there and check it out. So I'm gonna go right here. So that's just barely in, but I'm not too concerned because the area we're going to be developing is like right here. And so you kind of can tell, gosh, it's just such a cool, I don't know, is it just me or is this like just such a dope view right here? But it doesn't really matter what that looks like too much on the map, obviously. It's just the fact that you want to see whatever we end up developing here once you need it to be on the map, and it looks like it will be. So we can go ahead and fly back. And we will get this set up. The other thing is, I don't know, is it that one? Or is it? I don't like that line. Does it not match up? No, it matches up, huh? I don't know why there's a line there then. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't like that. It's the only one that's like that. Maybe if I add 2 more maps on either side, maybe that'll help, but I don't know. Maps in this game can kind of just be weird sometimes. But I really don't like that line. And if that's a thing that's going to stay, then that's going to be a problem. Let me mess around with this map for just a second, and then I will come back and we'll discuss it a little further. Okay, well, I've been messing around with this map for a second, and I have no idea why this line is here. Like, I'm not tripping, right? Like, I can see a brown line going through there. It doesn't do that with any of the other ones, so these are actually on the top. So we bring, and you can see I was messing with, like, maybe it was because of the glowstone, maybe, and so I put bamboo on it, then, you know, maybe it's because I need to light those somehow. I couldn't get it to work. And you see that one doesn't have it, so I don't know what the, I really don't know what the deal is with that. Oh, those are not. Yeah, that's right. And then should be that one. No, that one. There we go. Anyway, I guess it's not really that big of a deal. It just cost me 3 emeralds. But it's just kind of annoying because, like, would have liked to have seen that. But I guess it's fine. I guess the other, well, no, because the problem is, or not the problem, but the thing is that I wanted to, uh, get that part on the map. I guess it's fine. I don't really know how to address the issue. The only thing I could possibly think of, and maybe I'm going to try it off camera a little bit, is maybe I need to just make a whole other set of maps. I don't see why that would help or hurt or anything like that, but we'll find out. But anyways, I had to go fly back to go get those glow item frames, which was annoying, but either way, ended up doing some calculations too. Looks like I'm going to need about 300, sorry, I'm going to need about 300 rails in total to get from my base down to there, and I have 80 some odd, 84. So maybe underestimated that. I think the thing I need to do, and I'm going to do now, is I'm going to go ahead and dig the tunnel, and then from there I'll just work on laying down the rails. Once I had the tunnel dug, I will bring you back to show you that progress. Alright, welcome back. I did some mining off camera. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I did kind of, but... So, got the tunnel built. It's just 3x3x3 going all the way down. Spent a little bit of time like cleaning it up so that it's pretty much all just stone right now. I think I missed some andesite right behind me. Used up pretty much all my torches there. And the villagers at the jungle base are nice because I was able to like mend all my stuff because my silk touch and fortune picks were both pretty dead after that. But you can see we kind of head up here now, and I decided I'm going to have like a staircase going up here, and I don't know if I'm going to make it out of wood or kind of make it like one of those like temple staircase kind of things, but then you just walk up and you just see this. I'm going to work a little bit more in this area. I think I'm going to raise up the level here so that it sits at 86, and then shear down some stuff maybe, and just kind of terraform this area and get it prepared. But that'll be more in the future. Right now what I want to do is head back down here and lay down whatever foundation material I want to use for like the rail bed, get that set up, and then get the rails in place, and then I think we'll call that a video. The next video after that will probably be detailing the tunnel itself, and then after that it'll be working on whatever we actually plan to do over there. So it's going to be like a 3-part series, little mini series, but I think it's worth it. So I'm going to decide, I think I'm going to do gravel. It's either going to be gravel tough or something along those lines. But I will decide that. I will get that done, and I will get the rails laid out, and I will bring you back once I'm done with that. So I'm not too far away here, but I've been mining up gravel from the riverbed, and I spotted a panda. And that panda seems very happy. At least I think that's happy. It's also an ocelot. Haven't seen many pandas on this server, so I just wanted to kind of point that out, and also to note where it is for myself in the future. Back with another quick update. I ended up laying down the roadbed. I decided to make it gravel. I also configured it so that express minecarts go 16 blocks a second on it. At least that's what I think I did. I'll end up testing that. Have that there. The only thing I wanted to do 2 things real quick because some people don't know this. But the first thing is that, except for inclines, if you're on a steady flat surface, placing powered rails every third, so you do 3 regular, then power, 3 regular, power, is the most optimal configuration for that. The other thing that people may not know, let me get these down here, is I'm powering these with a lever from underneath. And you may think, well, that's not possible because the gravity of the gravel block's going to come down. But if I do that, it doesn't fall. And then I just find my blocks, build up, and then I can just keep doing that. A little tedious, but it works. So I'm going to continue getting the rest of this set up. Okay, well, this was an incredibly grindy process. Not at all what I was expecting, but we have it done. Now, the way I'm going to show it to you is through an express minecart. So we're going to do a minecart with a redstone torch, and that's how you get an express minecart. Just looks like it's enchanted. When you place it down, it looks normal. It just has a little bit of carpet in it. And then we'll just hit this button. And we're going along about 16 blocks a second or so, so it looks like I configured it properly. And we will just be strolling along. And like I said, the decoration's going to have to be next time because this was, as I said, a very incredibly grindy process trying to clean all the walls up. Placing the levers at the bottom of the gravel was a lot tougher than I realized, especially once you got out of beacon range. But it got done. So that is going to be all for this episode, this video. Thank you for watching. In the next one, we are going to go ahead and decorate this tunnel. And then in the third part of this mini series, we'll be addressing whatever I'm going to be doing over there at that place that can't be on the map because the maps are behaving weird. But as I said, that is all for now, and thank you for watching this video.